Okay, hey brothers and sisters, this is Eric. Thank you for joining me. Now, there's something that's really on my mind for quite some time, and I really thought I want to come on and address this idea people have. That the Antichrist is going to come onto the scene after the rapture, and somehow bring peace in a world of chaos. Now, but is that really the correct order of events? And I've said many times in my previous videos that the best way to know what the Word of God is saying is to look at what it does not say. So when we are reading into things that the Word of God does not say, then we are going to put ourselves into unnecessary disappointment, and we'll be focusing on the wrong things. So I would really like to give you the biblical perspective, um, and I really hope that you guys can have a little bit of discernment. All right. Now, in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, okay, it does not say that when they are experiencing sudden destruction, then peace and safety cometh upon them. That is not the correct order of events. What does the Word of God say? The Word of God says that for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them. Do you see that that is the correct order of events? Isn't it obvious which one comes first and which one comes later? Now, of course, the reason why a lot of people fall for the you know the slogan of the Illuminati, that it is always order out of chaos, is because people keep thinking that there will be this antichrist that is going to come on the scene and then bring world peace, right? Somehow a 7-year peace covenant. But do you see that that is not the case? If that is the case, then the Word of God will be wrong. Because it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. Isn't it obvious which one comes first? Now, if there is going to be peace after the rapture, then the Word of God will be wrong. Because what the Word of God says that will come after the rapture isn't peace and safety, it is sudden destruction. Yes, there will be a false sense of peace and safety, but that is before the rapture. Do you see? It is so clear in 1 Thessalonians 5:3 that that is the case. Now, with that in mind, let's try to look at world events, and I'm not going to go to all of them, but just want to point out the recent thing between China and Taiwan. Now, when we look at Taiwan, right, I mean, as long as Taiwan is not insisting on sovereignty, on its own independence, then there is no reason for China to strike first, right? And we know that Taiwan will never dare to go against the military might of China by even daring to insist on independence or fight for some kind of sovereignty, right? And of course, Taiwan also knows that if they really stand up for their own independence, who is going to come to their rescue? I mean, do you really think that the US or some of the allies is going to come to their rescue? I don't think so. I mean, look at what happened in Afghanistan, right? And China and also like Japan and South Korea, they all have trading ties with China. So I really don't believe that that there's going to be world chaos or world war before the rapture. Okay, now and like I said, it's not just based on my opinion. Of course, this take is just my analysis on how I understand the way that China may possibly think. But more than that, we should really look at 1 Thessalonians 5:3 and always remind ourselves, that there will be peace and safety, and then the rapture, then comes sudden destruction. You get what I'm saying? It is not a case where there is sudden destruction mixed with peace. That's not what it says. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them. What is the meaning of then? Then means after the first event has taken place, right? Then the rapture, then sudden destruction. There is no mention of peace at all after the rapture. So you have to get it out of your system, that the Antichrist is going to come on to bring world peace. That is absolutely not biblical. Okay? Again, I'm used to saying unpopular things. If you disagree with me, then can you please explain to me, all right? And we can have a conversation, right? Can you explain to me why doesn't the Bible say, for when they shall see sudden destruction, then peace and safety comes upon them? Is that what the Word of God says? No, it is the opposite. It is not saying when they shall see sudden destruction, then peace and safety cometh upon them. But rather it is when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them. Now once we have this in mind, once we remember this very clear thing that God says in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, so we will never fall for those sensationalist headlines, okay? It is not order out of chaos. That is not the correct order of events. It is the other way around. All right? I hope that clarifies, guys.